Hi Pisces, happy July. My name is Emily. I am here with your monthly Tarotscope, so let's get started. Okay, this month might feel like it is over in the blink of an eye when the overall vibe of the month is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the card of forward motion, of things in progress, and you don't even know where the energy is coming from, but you know it's in the direction of where you want to go, of your dreams. A lot of times this is described as the packages in the mail, but like we can't change the speed at which the mail courier operates. Like that is a system bigger than us. What is going on in the universe is a system bigger than us. We can't change time. We can't change pacing, but we can do is change our perspective. Let go of controlling things that we think we need to control and trust that we can focus on what we need to focus on. When we look at the lesson of the month being the Seven of Cups reverse, it almost is this like sign of us realizing that we don't have to operate at a speed or in the time that other people want us to. Like we can trust that what we want is on the way, and we don't have to make decisions or settle for things that are less than what we want. The Seven of Cups shows us someone who has all of these options, but like they're still not picking. They're not picking because the right one isn't available, but they're realizing when it's reversed that like when it will become available, which is probably soon, they will know and they will run after it. They don't have to lower their standards because time isn't moving at the pace they want, or time isn't moving at the pace for them as it is for other people. When we look at the advice this month as the Six of Swords, I sometimes call this the therapy card or the therapy card. This is someone who is in a situation, look at, like they can't even see past the swords or the thoughts in their head. Like they're confused. They're almost like constricted in some ways. And this person sees things differently. They've either been through the situation or they have a different perspective, which I feel like is like the main message this month, of taking a different perspective. What is it, Wayne Dyer, that says when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change? And I really feel like that's the overall vibe this month, is like you are shifting your focus, or you are shifting the importance that you place on certain things, which is allowing you to look at the world differently. And sometimes it takes someone else who is already looking at the world differently, or who isn't attached to the situation emotionally, to give you the guidance that you need in this moment. And I think that that's kind of reiterated in the card that says what's going to help you this month. And that's the King of Cups reverse. The King of Cups right side up is the card of being there for someone else, being the sounding board, being the person who can kind of guide or just listen or hold space so that someone else can figure it out themselves, almost like a therapist. When it's reversed, it's really saying we need that. We need someone to show up for us. Let us vent. Let us pour it out. Whether it is someone we love or someone we pay, like a therapist or another healer, this card really says like you would gain so much from allowing yourself that opportunity, for allowing yourself to kind of let down those barriers, experience those emotions, process them, and move forward. What's not going to help you is looking for the things that are wrong with you. This is not the time. There are times for improvement. Now isn't the month. Like this is not the time to look for your shortcomings, to look like what you've done wrong or where you show up wrong. This is, someone said it like, why do we try to improve our weaknesses instead of just focus all of our energy and making our strengths even better? And I think that that's almost resonant of this card, in the idea that this month things aren't going to be better by looking at all of the problems in yourself, all of your shortcomings. I think I already said that. What's gonna serve you is feelings, is emotions, is processing your trauma and your pain, not looking at your own problems, not kicking yourself when you're down. Like that doesn't serve you right now. And I think when we look at your inner and outer focus this month, we're realizing that you're unpacking probably lessons or systemic, like things that have been passed down in society that were not meant for us. And like, so when I think about like, that any race is better than another, there have been structures built and people who have built generational wealth or made so much progress by that belief and by helping to build up one people over another. Is that right? Fuck no. Is it being blown up? Fuck yes. But it takes a lot for us to process. It takes energy. It takes healing. It takes self-reflection. No matter what race you are, this is, if you're listening to this from America or a lot of like Western countries, like, this is top of mind. And like, this was predicted by a lot of astrologers, maybe not in this way, but like a total revolution in the structures that we have. And like, chances are with this being your outer focus and this being your inner focus and you being the master feeler of the zodiac Pisces, what is going on in the world around you is likely helping you undo some of that crap that you have believed about yourself for too long that is untrue. Crap that is like you are unworthy, that you are not pretty enough, that you are not smart enough, that you don't come from a situation that will allow you to achieve your dreams. The tower is something that we have built based on, you know, untruths or like a situation that wasn't meant to serve us this long. And like the structure of America in its sense as it is, like was not built to serve us this long, and now it's crumbling. Likely you have bought into some of those beliefs that have allowed this structure to go on for as long as it did, and now it feels like it's crumbling internally and externally, and that's okay. That's okay. We can rebuild in a better and more solid and more just foundation, but you are going to need to do the inner work of grappling with the injustices or the belief patterns that you have held. And sometimes that does take the help from others. Sometimes that does take the coaching or the perspective from others to allow us to move through this situation with grace and allow us to be better people on the other side. Again, it does not help us to pick at all the things we've done wrong, to instead of focus on everything that we could do, instead of apologize and move forward. So I know you're feeling it, but trust that this is a process that you are moving forward through and will be better on the other side of. So as always, sending you so much love and light. I do offer individual readings. Just book them on this site or check my highlights for prices. Don't forget to get your mini magic kit for extra magic this season. Love. Bye.